Yes. My Dan was banned and Volibear too. So it was either Karthus or Zyra. I'm slightly washed on Karthus, so I didn't do the greatest, I think. But it was an Ivern, so I don't have a mage serpents.
Are you in gamer now, dog?
No?
No, okay. Alright. Sounds good. Okay, we'll clear up. This is a game where you can clear either side. Bot clearing down is fine because you have Maokai, Karthus, obviously double in support second engage, and then clearing top is Urgot Vayne. So obviously Vayne is it's almost never bad to pass into range top laner because the range
Yeah,
and
I
Urgot is
was thinking
flashy.
about that
But
too.
I know a lot of Karthus players, unless you're like super experienced, it's hard to do after red start because a lot of Karthus players need the blue buff unless you're like again super experienced. So I think it's fine. And again, since it's fine to start both sides, I think it's chill.
Mhm.
Um, I'd probably path red myself, upwards myself, but again, it's not that big of a deal.
Mhm. I get that.
You see it's here, so you just go top grab. The faster you go, the second. Like here, you're still going for the ward.
Mhm.
The second you see this
I
guy,
did it too.
instant go, right?
Uh-huh.
And it sounds like oh, just one second, but it matters. Like one,
Yeah.
two,
Yeah, I
three,
see it.
right? 4 seconds, and now instead of being here, you'd be here right now, right? And then
Yes.
you're sprinting. And keep in mind, he has no smite, so you have smite advantage. He just smited the raptors. I mean, the things. You want to start this before he shows up, and there is no fight. You know. I mean, obviously, this guy,
Yes.
your Zed going in has nothing to do with you, with what I just said, but still, the point still stands. And then you landed both your Qs. You have no flash. You can't really get on this guy. And then he's got the kill. So that's pretty good. You don't get the double crowd. You don't get the crowd, but it's completely. This is getting a kill early as Karthus here. Completely happy.
Yes.
1 second. Sorry, 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. Okay. Messaging DD God. Alright, full clear down again. I think you're a little bit lower mana than you should be. Also, when you have a smite here, just smite this. You have basically, it's not 2 charges, but it's like a charge and like 80%, which is basically 2 charges. Because by the time you get to your next camp, it will be stuck at 2. And you're definitely not playing for a dragon, anyways. Because you both cleared down. Because you saw my bot crab. I think you're wasting a lot of time here. There's basically no universe you should ever be late to your blue buff ever, right? Because you kind of just wasted. I mean, you just walked around. You look for a little gank here. No, I mean, you have like 30 seconds of free time. So it's okay. We spend 10 seconds here, walk here, 10 to 20 seconds mid, but it's just like way too much time, you know? Like I think walking around for a Q or a W or some random shit, ball lane or mid is fine, but this is taking it excessively. Um, guys, imagine you're hitting blue on spawn, right? Blue's dead right now. Now Gromp is dead. Now and then like, or if you're going for the straight line, you'd be here like earlier, right? I think here what you did here is the correct timing. If it's any normal jungle champ in the game, But because it's Ivern, you think like normally when your top camp spawns, his 3 top camp spawns. But his 3 top camp spawns will spawn like 30 seconds after your 3 top camp spawn because he doesn't insta kill them level 1. He charges them and then comes back to them 40 seconds later, right? So I think you just I don't know if you made Dom mini games versus Ivern, but in this case you would literally do like blue ground wolves, and then you'd come up here, and then by then all these 3 camps have respawned, um, and that's how that would work. Make sense? Because invading just going here just for 1 red doesn't shouldn't feel that good at all. Because if you didn't do that, you could have, if you just full cleared, you'd literally be on your Krugs by now, and you'd be level 7.5, and then you'd be basing, and then playing for the like the grubs respawn. But now it's impossible to get all to full clear here and be on grubs and spawn. You have to choose one or the other, right? Now you have to do Gromp Wolves into the grubs, or you have to do full clear down and then not get grubs. And here, boom, you're forced into the Gromp Wolves into the grub situation, right? So I think in this case, instead of invading red, it would be better to just do a complete full clear 6 camp blue, Gromp Wolves, Raptors, Red, Krugs, base, and then you'd be here on time the exact same way, but you'd have extra lost chapter, and you'd be level 8 right now, and it'd be, if there's a fight, you'd be stronger for the fight, right? And even if there is no fight, as you know, when you're playing a full clear jungle, that's always you want to kill the camps. The faster you kill the camps, the faster they respawn. The faster they respawn, the faster you kill them again, and you're just going to be outcycling your
Yeah.
opponent, you know? So again,
And
the game's going completely great. You took some of his camps, you got
mhm,
grubs, your farm's still up, but it's not like you're doing anything bad, it's just min-maxing, right?
mhm. Yeah, and if it was any normal jungler, the invade would have been fine. Like his camps would have
Yeah,
been
it
up,
would have
no?
been great. It would have been perfect. It's just Ivern.
Okay. It just yeah, okay. So I know.
Yeah. If it was anyone else, that the timing is perfect because all your 3 camps were spawning, so his 3 camps should also should have been spawning.
Okay. It's been a while since I played Karthus, and it's also been a while since I played against an Ivern. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, it's all good. I mean, so far, I think, and Mamluk this enthusiast, and right now you're full clearing, playing here. You can play into his respawning Raptors. Ivern shows up, miss your W. People don't realize, like, if people think about Karthus, the only thing about his Q and his ult, your W is a really, 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 really important
yes,
spell. So here it's
yeah,
you missed it, which I think is, I actually think if you just landed your W here, this guy would die because this guy would be so slowed where you'd be able to land like 3
yeah,
more Qs on him, and then it
true.
should be playable. And then at that point, you could even run into the enemy jungle to escape instead of down. But here you just get caught by Vayne. Let me go earlier. I mean, I think it's simple. When you see Vayne's this, I know you're playing for Krugs. When you see Vayne this low, I mean, sorry, or got this low. If anything, if you want to play
Nice.
for, if you want to play it for an invade, Raptors is way safer. A, because you know Raptors are
Mhm.
going to be spawning. Cook could be down, but you know Raptors spawn in like 14 seconds, so you'll be there on spawn. So they can't. And it's impossible they're down by when you get there, right? And then um, in like 10 seconds, your Zed will be full HP in lane. But in 10 seconds, this guy has to base. So in 10 seconds, you're going to have no top laner, but you will have a mid laner. And in 10 seconds, you're going to be on a camp that's guaranteed up, well, this camp could be down. So Raptors is just a more guaranteed invade in basically every way. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
I
you're,
thought I knew Ivern would come there, so I wanted to kill him, but when I missed my double, I was like, ah, fuck,
yeah,
never mind.
yeah. And here, if you want to play for like that thing, like, oh, you're not here for Krugs, you're here to trap the Ivern, then just stay in this bush, right? And if he walks
Mhm.
by, you wait for him to be here, and then you WQ, and now he's too committed to go backwards. But here, when you go here, he's not too committed. He's in try, so when he wants to go back, he can just do a little U-turn, right?
Okay,
Um,
okay, yeah, makes
and
sense.
and
Let's do
also
that.
here, you're killing your. Let's say this Krugs are up. You check them, so you just Q them. They're down. Let's say they're up. You'd have been doing the Krugs then, right?
Yeah,
And then Urgot's just dead.
yeah, then
Mm,
I would have just left him. I wouldn't care.
yeah, yeah. So.
And I would break, like, Ivern wouldn't think I'm there.
Mhm.
Or maybe he would, but I would
Yeah, yeah.
just gotta go to the crafts.
Alright. Winter camps. Shit's already dead. Check this guy. Take all this guy's camps. That's correct. Went a bit of a far way. I don't know who you're scared of. You see Vayne. Um, you saw Ivern, obviously. It's not like Victor's gonna love you, and you could just go the short way. There's no one. You know what I mean? You see
No,
everyone.
no, I was scared of the Ivern for some reason. I don't
Yeah,
know why.
yeah, it's fine. Okay, you've been pretty greedy all game, which I think is very correct, like as Karthus. But now it's time to. I think now it's finally time to be with the boys, you know, or like more. You can still farm. I
Mm,
think now it's like,
yeah.
for example, this fight's over. But let's say this fight was extended, then I would see you happily skip Krugs to run there. Obviously, in this case, that's matter because the fight's done. But if it was, I'd be happy. Like here in this case, if
Yeah.
you saw they're fighting, like here, uh, actually, I guess you didn't. It's hard to notice, but Van TP'd. So here, I would just skip Krugs and run straight there. It's time to group with the
Hmm.
boys, you know. But I think you just didn't notice. But it's also
Yeah,
important
I
now
didn't.
when you're waiting for your camp to spawn. What are we looking at right now? Like, what information are we gathering? So even if there's no
Uh-huh,
fight bot, we
yeah,
should still be looking mid, looking bot. Like there's something to look at that's not this. This is fucking worthless, right?
yeah, yeah.
Ugh. Okay, nice invade. Also, personally for me, I should brought it up earlier, but I see no reason why you take exhaust this game. Like exhaust is usually good versus assassins or champs that
I
jump into you. But
yeah, I
like
didn't
who
know.
are we exhausting this game? There's Victor, Ivern, Jinx, who are basically all out of our exhaust range. There's the auto attack range. Vayne, I
Yeah,
guess you could exhaust Vayne. You're never gonna exhaust threat. You actually have no exhaust target. It's literally just Vayne this game.
yeah. I autopiloted the sums because I didn't know what you should take. I just remember I was used to take
Yeah.
exhaust. I absolutely didn't check. Then after that, I realized, I have to go flash usually if I play against instance. Then I realized, but before here, I didn't know it. This was maybe my second Karthus game after a while.
Uh,
In solo queue, like I played maybe in the flag or something, but here it was
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
since
I think you
yeah.
have a bad habit of being a little too lament. I think you're ease on a little too much, just even in the jungle.
Uh-huh.
But besides
Yeah, I was
that, it's just
unsure about it. I
yeah.
tried
You
to
usually you want
cycle
to
it.
tap it, but you're definitely just it's just staying on.
Hmm.
It's not being tapped at all.
Okay, okay, I get that.
But you're pretty fucking strong. It's like press tap. I think in games like this, I'm sure Flame's good, but if you're ever able to just base on full death cap, you could. Like you could literally just buy full death cap here,
Aha,
straight
okay,
up. Like
okay.
it's rare,
Good
but
to
if
know.
it's just like the worst part about building death cap is the fact that you're building 1200 gold large draw, 1200 gold large draw. Then you need another 1200 gold to finish it. So if you're able to just finish the item, it's pretty fucking nice. In this case, you could just
Yeah,
full on
okay.
finish it. It looks backwards, but you can literally go because they have no MR. You can literally go death cap into Shadow Flame third.
Hmm.
In that case, it's nice because you could have bought death cap, and then you see it in the face with that 1000, so you can buy double Amton then.
Hmm. Yeah, okay, I get that.
Yeah, or you're just playing way too far up. You
Yeah.
also have no flash. There's also just I do not give a fuck about this ward. Also, like Karthus is never clear wards like this. The way Karthus is clear wards that they stand here, they Q,
Uh-huh.
auto, Q, auto. Your Q position, you should never. I've never Karthus players will never kill the ward of the bush they're in ever. They see the ward
Hmm.
here, they say, okay, nice, I'm walking here. I'm gonna auto it from here. That's it.
Uh-huh.
Especially if you're
Okay.
no flash Karthus.
Okay, I get it.
That's how Karthus is clear wards. They just use their Qs for every auto.
Yeah. Yeah, like here I was a big Karthus newbie, I'd say, and still, since I'm
Yeah.
kind of getting
Like
used to it at all and everything.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's not respecting.
Yeah, again.
You're
Yeah.
kind of almost plays like a Zyre. Like you're literally like right now you're throwing all right now just to see if anyone's in the river.
Hmm. Okay, yeah.
You're queuing this bush from over the wall to check if anyone's in the bush. Now you see no one's in the
Yeah.
bush. This W shows no one's in the river. Now you can just do it, hit the ward and chill. Like
Hmm.
um
Okay.
yeah, just need to be wait like every card this player is really like if you ever watch Malice, Malice is like it's almost like schizophrenic. Like he's queuing bushes that don't even like exist.
Hmm.
Just like making like yeah. Because I think you were insanely fed this game, and in the last
They
like
fucked up,
three
yeah.
minutes you just had three really bad random deaths. Like you're up three fucking levels.
Mhm.
This should be your like game to carry in your team fights to run over, and you're just dying before fights are even started.
Yeah, yeah.
So farming for level 16, you have death cap here. Here you see all bot. You can just spam ping Baron. You can use that just 2 mana. There's literally 4 bot, right? Why not?
Yeah, I think I went or unsure about or I plan to. Like
You also
they
have blue buff. Oh, now you're doing it. Nice. Yeah, I mean, he's just too late. Zed, like right now, Zed can still go Baron, but when he goes top, that was too far for Baron. So
yeah.
you just realize
No,
too
but
late.
yeah, my plan was I was thinking that my bot will actually realize that Urgot is gonna get fucked by 5 people and we can do the Baron, but I actually didn't need to ping that, which which I was surprised.
Yeah.
I didn't actually see that. We had like 2
Yeah.
times it was possible, but yeah,
This point you should
should
ping.
have pinged sooner.
Yeah.
Usually I spam ping the Baron. I have very good Baron calls. Like I actually find very nice Baron calls when my friends tell me like they don't even see that. But like,
And
here I just didn't ping.
mm, I think in this case you could also not saying guarantee, but there's a chance you could just solo defend this Baron because they're only 3-manning it. Like
Uh-huh.
Victor's top, Jinx's bot, right? And obviously Karthus
Yeah,
excels in the pit because you just run into the pit with your E and they have to run out of the pit, right? So then either the Baron resets or if
yeah.
they stay in the pit, you could just your E's on them. You throw Q's in the pit, they can't really dodge. So here, especially because you don't have a shutdown and there's just no dragon up, I think potentially dying to like maybe you die and you don't stop it, but let's say you die, all you're giving is 300 gold away. Who cares, right? There's no objective up.
Hmm.
They already have Baron anyway, so they're gonna break your towers anyways. I think it's worth the risk of just 3v1ing a Baron. Again, your champ is just like so good in that situation,
Hmm.
right? They're all gonna be half HP. You're stuck in the pit. They can't avoid your E and your Qs and keep that Baron aggroed, right? So I think there's no reason to not try it, right?
Okay, I got that.
I think at this point also your team has just been perma getting caught, and I think you're at this point you're obviously not like it sounds funny, but I'd say you're full build. You're only 3 items, not 6, but you're like as spiked
Yeah,
as you ever could be. You're
true.
6 item, you're level 16, you're death cap. This is the part of the game where I'm not saying skip all your camps, but I'm definitely like gonna just start like following my team around like a monkey because in the last 5 minutes I've just seen your Urgot die on side lane 20 times, right? Your MF keeps walking up and dying too.
Yeah,
I just want to team fight with them and make sure that doesn't happen. Because I think if you fight 5, I doubt you will lose if you're all have you ever ult up.
yeah,
So
I got that.
because this is a 45 and even this and without your ult and even this fight was close, right? Like if you had ult, 2 of these guys
Yeah,
die. So 45 and it would have been a 4 for 4 if your ult's up.
yeah. Like I realized I was strong, but permanent getting caught on sidelines was like okay. But I think I could have done more. Still, them getting caught, I think I should have pinged more.
Yeah, either if you can't match and be there in time, spam danger, spam caution, and if you can't,
Yeah,
or try to be there in time. Like here, instead of going for Kugs potentially, we could be trying to hover this Urgot on side lane. And at the very least,
yeah,
you could be like, let's say you can't chase the Victor down, you could be throwing a wall. At this point in the game, your wall is like a fucking 60% slow. So maybe if you wall them off here, Urgot can run away and live. Who knows, right?
yeah, yeah.
Or a lot of
True.
times, Karthus could even conduct himself like a poke champion, just poke. If Urgot dies, if Vayne's eating like 4 Qs to kill him, then maybe okay, now Vayne's too low to siege or something, right? So yeah, and then here the game looks like the game just ends.
Yeah, here it's just over.
So no, it was an unfortunate game, but I think you definitely just had way too many deaths, and then you also, I think
Hmm.
it's completely good and correct to say fuck my team early game. You're playing a champ like Karthus, give dragon for farm,
Yeah,
don't gang farm, and then get your 2 item, 3 item level 11 spike, and then you start fighting with your team and start using your lead. But this game never got to that. Like you got really strong, and you kind of just kept farming, and then your team just kept dying on side lane,
okay.
and then you also
Yeah,
kept dying on like not on side lane, but you also started getting caught, and then you guys just lost the game from
yes,
everyone perma dying, and then the game
yeah,
just ended. That's really it.
yeah. As I said, it was